Hello everybody, my name is Bobby and I'm just another reactor here on YouTube. And today I'm going to be reacting to Ayreon Into the Black Hole. And before I get to this reaction, I just want to remind you all to please subscribe to my channel and please like this video. And if you care to support this channel, that would be greatly appreciated as well. I have a PayPal link in the description. Or if you're into cryptocurrency, I take tips through the Brave browser, which is a cryptocurrency browser. Now this song, Into the Black Hole by Ayreon, I picked this particular song because of this comment right here. This person claims that because I'm an old Iron Maiden fan, that I would probably like this song because he considered it probably some of Bruce Dickinson's best vocals that he's ever heard anyway. So I looked up the song and YouTube, and of course I paused it when it loaded up, but I was reading some of the comments, and a lot of people seem to have the same thoughts on this particular song, that Bruce Dickinson's vocals on this were really good and that the song is a masterpiece, some people were saying. I also looked up the song. There wasn't very much information on it. I usually like to go into these reactions blind, but I find that when I do that, I try to guess a lot of things about the song or the band, and a lot of times I'm wrong. So because this had Bruce Dickinson in it, I figured I'd look it up and see what the song was about, and I come to find out it's from a song called, it's from an album called The Universal Migrator Part 1 and 2, and I think from this information I'm reading here, it's from the Part 2. I'm guessing this is a 2 CD album or something, or maybe 2 different albums. I'm not sure, but this is Universal Migrator Part 2, Flight of the Migrator. And this song, like I said, it's in 3 sections, and the sections are called The Eye of the Universe, Halo of Darkness, and The Final Door. And the song describes in 3 sections the ominous approach of a black hole, the thundering noise that accompanies entering the black hole, and the visions of death accompanying the colonist. I guess that's Bruce Dickinson's character, the colonist. And finally, the eerie silence as the colonist has entered the black hole, wondering if this is the end. So that's pretty interesting, and I'm a sci-fi fan, so it made me want to listen to the song even more. So without further ado, this is my reaction to Ayreon Into the Black Hole, and it doesn't say this on the video, but apparently this is featuring Bruce Dickinson, so I'll be able to tell when he starts singing. No video to watch. Cool image though. The image is like a future apocalyptic image.
A dark sphere surrounds us. In the center of the galaxy, if the universe were crying. My heart is pounding. My every nerve is dying. Nothing escapes, not even light. Beyond the
Okay, so before I continue with that, sounding really good so far. I have to be honest though, at the very beginning when he started singing, to me it didn't sound like Bruce Dickinson, and I don't know if it's because the music doesn't sound like Iron Maiden. It just sounds really ominous, or not sure that's the right word, but yeah, this sounds really cool. And the more he started to sing, towards the middle of the song, or up to this part that I'm at now, there are parts where I can tell it is Bruce Dickinson, so I know it is him, but there are little parts on here that he sounds pretty different, which is really cool because, some of these vocalists you hear that they sound the same no matter what they're singing, like Paul Stanley, no matter where he's singing, you can tell that's Paul Stanley. But yeah, this sounds really cool, and I really like this kind of, like I said, ominous feeling music. It just feels like something gloomy is happening or about to happen. It's really cool, but I'm just wondering if it's going to kick into something else here in a little bit. But I'm liking it so far.
mystical horizon. We surrender to its might, gazing into the
Before we get to that solo, that long note he just held there kind of reminded me of the long note he holds in the Number of the Beast, and also the song Hallowed Be Thy Name, where he's saying running low, that part. Yeah, he just held that note, and man, that sounded great the way he did that there. That was really cool. I went back a little bit. I just want to hear. I'm going to go back a little bit more because I want to hear that again. That was really awesome. With that heavy riff.
within the void
that next riff coming up, and I stopped it right at the wrong time. That sounded pretty heavy. But man, Bruce is singing really good in this song. The thing I like about this is that when that heavy part kicked in, that first heavy part, not the one that's coming up next, that's when I could really tell that was Bruce Dickinson. But what I like is that it doesn't sound like Iron Maiden. So it's good to hear Bruce's voice in something that's different than Iron Maiden. Not that Iron Maiden is bad or anything, but this just sounds awesome. And now I can't wait to hear this heavier breakdown that I just heard coming up. That was a really cool heavy riff there. It kind of reminded me of Domination by Pantera, that little breakdown that they have on that song. Not necessarily the guitar sound, but just the picking pattern and the heaviness of it just gave me that kind of vibe. It just had that breakdown from Domination feel to it. Really cool. And then now it's getting into another this keyboard sound in here that's in this song. It's just really kind of wicked sounding really cool. And it sounded to me like a keyboard solo coming up, but I'm not sure. Let's see.
Now silence devours us. The calm before the storm. Gravity overpowers us and leads us through the final door.
Well, that was Ayreon Into the Black Hole featuring Bruce Dickinson, and that was badass. I really liked that. That was cool. What I liked about that is, so far what I've heard from Ayreon, the prologue, I brought it up here because uh, I don't remember the names of all the songs, especially the most recent one. There was, of course, the Day That the World Breaks Down, but this latest one, Dreamtime, Prologue and Dreamtime, and also The Age of Shadows. These songs that I've reacted to, they seem more like progressive, especially The Day That the World Breaks Down, which was really cool song. But this song here didn't have a lot of complexity and, progressive metal or anything like that, progressive rock or anything. It was just a really subdued, heavy song. Started off kind of, like I said, ominous sounding. Some of the keyboard parts reminded me of these like old creature feature movies that you used to see, the B movies that had these kind of little creepy tones to them. Kind of reminded me of that, which fits the song actually if you think about it, Blackhole and all that. But yeah, just really cool song, really cool to hear Bruce Dickinson in something besides his solo career, which I really wasn't too big of a fan of. But then in Iron Maiden, he's great in Iron Maiden, but to hear him in this, man, it was just awesome. I mean, I'm really liking this, what I'm hearing from Ayreon so far. I'm thinking, I reacted to that Prologue Dreamtime song and realized it was the first song of the Universe concert. So I'm thinking of maybe just reacting to that whole concert, because it's a lot of songs, and by the time I get through them all, I'll be like 80 years old. I'm just kidding, of course, but yeah, it would take a long time. So I'm thinking of maybe I need to set aside some time and then maybe sit here and sit through that almost 2 hours of music, or it might be a little bit more than 2 hours. But yeah, something I'm thinking of. Haven't really made the decision yet. But anyway, that's this reaction to Ayreon Into the Black Hole. Really great song. I'm glad I listened to it. And thank you again to that commenter who suggested it. The only reason, like I said, it piqued my interest was because Bruce Dickinson, So yeah, there you go. That's it. That's my reaction. I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction. I want to remind y'all one more time to please subscribe to my channel. And please like this video. And if you care to support my channel, that would be greatly appreciated as well. I have a PayPal link in the description, or you can leave a tip through the Brave browser, which is a cryptocurrency browser. But I want to thank you all again for watching my reaction to Ayreon Into the Black Hole.